There's a sinister puddle.
Doctor Who is a repeating myth. In the same way that the hero's journey can be applied to numerous characters, so too can a companion's journey be applied to Doctor Who, a programme which is self-adapting, telling the same story with the same key beats, but in different ways every time. That's why it's right that Pearl Mackie's Bill Potts should be Stephen Moffat's final companion, because counting Amelia Pond and Rory Williams together, she's also his third, and there are only so many ways for one storyteller to tell the same story. Meeting the Doctor, experiencing the TARDIS for the first time, encountering the Daleks, travelling to another planet, all recurring beats that, in the BBC Wales version at least, has occurred to every season regular. But never until the pilot have all of those things happen in the same episode. Introducing a new companion is like transitioning a new head of state. There are boxes that need ticking every time, and the initial agenda will be about doing that. Moffat has described Bill's introduction as a back to basics, but is it?
We've made this a jumping on point for the show.
Normally the formula is that these key beats are given their own episode, the idea being that trying to do them all at once would lead to a contrived story that feels overstuffed. Yet what Moffat has done is understand that while plot is important to an episode, certain episodes require more plot than others. In the case of the pilot, which is a required episode, one that has to be told in order for others to follow, the traditional moments were all ticked off in the same episode. Yes, the reasons in the story for that are contrived, but the story itself is contrived. There doesn't need to be much explanation for it because the episode's function is that explanation. Those criteria need to be met, which makes Moffat a servant of the story. By meeting the obligatory point in the companion's journey all at once, Moffat is showing that he's aware of the need to do that, but is doing it as minimalistically as possible in order to give himself as much narrative room to make the episode what he wants it to be. Thus, Moffat has found a way of satisfying the traditionalist without being predictable. Furthermore, Bill's exposure to the Doctor Who story world all at once in her first episode means that as a character she's already familiar with it and will therefore not need as many things explaining to her in later episodes, which is what companions are normally for, being unfamiliar in order to give the Doctor a reason to exposit information to the audience. But now, on his third go around the circular story of the Doctor Who companion, Moffat is also not pretending that we're unfamiliar with this, which is why Bill is versed in popular culture and sci-fi.
And knowing this about the genre that she's part of, in a way.
There has never been more popular culture in the world than there is now, due to the globalised transmission of ideas through the internet and shared experiences from worldwide programme providers like Netflix. Narrative clichés are easier to spot than ever because of the sheer mass of stories available and the rapid expansion of media platforms through which to consume them. Moffat is a known advocate of streamed television, with no schedules and more freedom granted to the audience.
The idea that that you will watch television when you choose to and where you choose to, rather than being told to by a television schedule or a channel, I think that's fascinating too. Your bookcase doesn't tell you when you can read. Why should your television tell you when you can watch?
People who appreciate good storytelling become smarter as a result of the varying perspectives that storytelling can provide. In an age where more stories are more accessible than ever, less and less people require introductions and explanations because it's all around us. We are the TV tropes generation, and to make Bill the same disengaged, unfamiliar newbie would have been a denial of that. The pilot isn't a back to basics approach because people don't need basics anymore. I'm looking forward to the rest of Series 10 because the tutorial level is over and done with, and that means we can advance to the next level.